Hello, how are you? Oh, I made it. I couldn't get it to come on. All right, and today is January the 30th, and it's Tuesday today. I just had to do a little switch today. Oops, let me just see about my volume here. Not sure if I got an issue with my volume. Let me just see my volume here. There you go. And I'm just busy tomorrow, Wednesday, so I switched things to Tuesday this evening. Hi, Siobhan. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Thank you for joining me Tuesday. That's awesome that you could rearrange your evening. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I love to do my chats and do readings every week, so it's hard for me to miss one. So I just changed it to Tuesdays. Hi, how are you? Awesome. If there's any questions you'd like to ask, go ahead. You can ask me now. What's been on my mind is today I've been in a really reflective mood. Maybe it's because of the full moon, the recent full moon, but I've just been reflecting a lot today about my mediumship journey to date. I've been feeling a lot of gratitude for all the assistance I've received in my journey that started a long time ago. So, I have the gratitude for the spirit world, for my guides and angels and helpers, all the mentors I've met. I've met reverends at spiritual churches that have been very open and invited me into their church, which is just so lovely. And friends and clients. And I just wanted to give a shout out to every one of them this evening, because I couldn't be where I am without the assistance and the teamwork of all the people I've met on my journey. So I just feel like I needed to say that today. So it's just, I just feel so blessed for sure. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hi, Western Amy. Hi, Amy. Sorry, I didn't see that. I don't know if anyone's, how do we stop blocking ourselves? Okay, that's a good question. How do we stop doing that? Well, number one, I think what I just did, showing gratitude, is really important. It's showing the gratitude. It's sitting in the silence. And sometimes you've just got to do that reflection. Like today I was just reflecting about my life, and it's always about gratitude and how far I've come. And I realized I could have never got to where I am without the support of the spirit world and all those amazing people that flowed in and out of my life. So it's that kind of same idea. You just got to reflect. Usually a block can be childhood trauma. It can be a family belief that you're still carrying and you're not aware of. You just need to be grounded. Could be energy you picked up from someone else and you're interpreting that as being your energy and it's not. There's just so many different things that can block you. So really, Siobhan, so just think about some things that you can do. So for example, would be ground yourself, walk in nature. If you're connected to your guide, talk with your guide, meditate. Sit in the power, get your chakras aligned, really work on that positive mindset. Affirmations are so amazing. Like there, any affirmations about, I'm in alignment with the spirit world. I have faith in my abilities. I know everything's working out for my highest good. All those things. It's like you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. So it's almost like sometimes it's just your subconscious mind. You've picked up things and you just got to get rid of them. Just got to get rid of them. Sometimes I'll even do almost like an energetic shower and I'll see like little bits of gold and silver, whatever other color. And it's like, just wash away these things that I'm carrying that are not for my highest good. And I just visualize it from my head all the way down to my feet, right? I want to let go of these things. And I have to admit, Siobhan, I've been feeling like something, I've been off for a couple of days. I'm like, what is this about? What is this about? And I truly feel it was energy coming from other people. Yes, your emotions can block you, right? And it's really important, right, to interpret, are they your emotions or emotions you've picked up on? Is it possibly emotions of the spirit world? I don't know if you do mediumship at all. So you know how important it is, right? To get spirit to move on, right? To shut down your chakras and not carry them around with you. So that's really important. Hi, Susan. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick. I was going to say Nicole. There was a question up there about, oh, darn, platform. And I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get back to you. Can you watch the service from church online afterwards somehow? Oh, you know what I've learned, and I didn't realize this, but spiritual churches, as far as I know, they do not record any of the services because they're considered to kind of like be private. So they wouldn't want to put that information out there. So, yeah, so if you have the opportunity, really try and go and view a service. There's nothing like a spiritual service and giving readings. It's totally different from one-on-one readings. It's totally different from Facebook. Everyone's a little different what the readings are like. And this Sunday, actually, I'll be at the First Spiritual Church of Gold in Cambridge. So I'll be doing an address there and a demonstration of mediumship. I'll try and put the link on my website. I'm not sure. The church might already have the link on their site, the First Spiritual Church of Gold, and that's in Cambridge, Ontario. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Hi, Valerie. Hi, Lynn. April. How do you clear energy of spirits hanging on? Okay, so one thing for sure that you need to do, April, is you need to speak to your spirit guide and put some boundaries in place, because this should not be happening. Absolutely not. When you're working, you're working. When you're not, you're off. And if you're on all the time, what happens if you have, I don't know, a toy or anything that goes by batteries, if it's on 24/7, eventually it burns out. So that's all about, right? Sorry, I can't talk today. That's all about psychic hygiene and taking care of yourself. So you got to talk to your guide. The other thing you can do is to say, you need to leave. I'm not doing mediumship right now. You need to leave. You're not welcome here. I need to get sleep. And you're just a matter of fact. Would you let anybody just walk into your house? No, they need to knock. They should be invited. Sometimes they're not, but they need to knock and they have to be invited in. So it's like a no nonsense, no way, I'm not doing this. And don't let that fear creep in, because you really got to stand in your own power and be grounded and say, absolutely not. So you'll see, well, you probably won't see, but at the end of this evening, what I'll do is I'll make sure all my spirit space is cleared, and then I'll thank my guides, I'll thank my gatekeeper, and then I'll just close down my chakras, and then that's it. Spirit knows right away, I'm done for this evening. And it's a lot of times it's just habit. You've got to do that regularly. Hi, Jane, how are you? Kellen, hi, Kellen. Any other questions? I just started this evening talking about gratitude and how important that is in your mindset. And also what's really important, I find, with mediumship and life in general, is just self-empowerment, you know, doing the inner work, doing the self-work. You can never go wrong by doing self-work. And a lot of people are afraid of their own power, which is so fascinating, I find. And I think I was kind of in that group for a while. I was almost afraid to be successful. So I was like holding back, because I was afraid it was going to work and I knew it was going to change my life, and I didn't know how I was going to deal with that. So self-work's so important. April, thank you. I don't practice, but I don't know if trying to connect to my daughter opens the door. Yes, absolutely, April. So you just got to make sure if you're communicating with your daughter, then you're just shutting down. I'm done for this evening. And whatever you want to visualize in your mind, you can visualize a door closing. You can visualize an open sign going to close. But you've got to really put the intention there, right? That I'm done for this evening, right? I'm going to connect with my daughter, and then I'm done for this evening. I'm shutting down. And that's usually what happens, April, quite often when people have a dramatic experience or a loved one transitions that'll open up their abilities to the spirit world. And then you need to decide, April, what you want to do with that. There's lots of mediumship classes you can take to explore. And I welcome students at all different levels. And I say to them up front, this is your opportunity to explore. Do you want to be a professional medium or do you want to be a personal medium? And you decide. And it's really important to have these tips for well-being and know how to do it. Know how to do it safely, right? So I hope that helped. And if you want to check, I just started a beginner's course just last Sunday, actually. I also do mentoring if you'd like to meet up with me, April. Let's see, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Nick. Perfect. Thank you so much. This is very helpful. Yeah. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone is psychic, and I feel everyone has the ability to be a medium. You just need to decide. Are you going to do it for yourself, personal, or are you going to do it professionally? And I mean, you might decide to do it personal for a few years, and it's like, wow, this is my calling. I know this is something that I need to do. And then you move forward and continue your development. And like I think I've mentioned before, I've had a few times where I thought, what am I doing? I'm like hiding. No one can know what I'm doing. I'm so excited about it. I can't talk to anybody about it. I'm a teacher. I don't know how my parents would react if they found out an elementary school teacher is a medium. And you have those challenges and you just know in your gut, in your heart, no matter how often you try and get away from it and do something else, it just keeps coming back. It just keeps coming back. So I know it's part of my purpose at this point. There's absolutely no question. Doesn't mean I get tired sometimes and I need a bit of a break, but that's just, self-care and taking care of yourself. Hi, Dawn. Nice to see you too, Dawn. Kelly. I'll try to learn spiritual ethics about sending loving energy. Is it okay to send without someone being aware? No, I would never do that. You would always need their permission. And are you thinking as in healing energy, or you're just thinking loving energy? Usually what I'll do, and you sound like you have a very loving heart. What I'll do a lot of times is I'll just sit in the power, and then I'll just send that love and healing kind of to like out into the world. I just send it out into the world because you really don't want to invade someone else's energy or their space. So I'd be very careful about that. Yeah, it's all about the ethics of doing that. You should not be you should not be at the grocery store and start giving people readings. Absolutely not. There's rules you need to follow, right? All about integrity. Hi there, Kathy. Nice to see you. And I talk about that too in my, I can't get your more. I just want to see what else is there. And light workers it's like we have so much love. We just want to give it. We just want to give it all the time, 24/7. So there's rules and things that you have to remember, right? It's self-care is the priority. Take care of yourself. Make sure you have those boundaries in place. Any other questions at all about mediumship, platform work, anything at all? And then I'll get started in a few minutes. It's only about 7:14. Any other questions? And a lot of people might think, oh, I don't really, do I want to take a class? Do I not? Don't know. But you'll know in your gut when it's time. And choosing a teacher for you, I really recommend this. This is how I chose my teachers or my mentors. I just kind of, I think with, could I say all of them? I'd say two of my mentors, they just kind of, it's like the spirit world brought them to me. That sounds very strange, maybe, but they came in unusual ways to me. I was looking for them. I couldn't find them. So spirit brought them to me, and I just recognized that when they appeared. So that's awesome. Then there was one mentor I had that I was looking for, and I did find on my own. So, but you know, do they resonate with you? You work with them. You learn the things you need to learn from them. Then when it's time, then you move on. You move on. And a lot of times with mediums, and I'm going to admit this myself, sometimes you might even stay with a mentor too long, and it's almost like, you know, take those baby steps. Get out there. Get out there. And I'm a teacher, so I love learning. I could learn 24/7. So, yeah, you find someone that resonates with you. You can look at their reviews, etc. But I mean, I've had people come to me and said, you know, when I saw your face, I knew immediately I had to come and get a reading from you, etc. And I find students in unusual ways too. So, yeah. And you'll know that person resonates with you or not. Any other questions? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Any other, I just wanted to share that because that's really important. And it was unusual how it happened for me. I think I was searching for, oh boy, 2 years, 3 years. Because when I started my journey, there were no mediumship development classes. There was nothing anywhere. So I was very lucky to find someone. And I went to classes in person, not on Zoom, which is quite different, right? Being able to interact with someone in the room with we actually sat in a circle. We were actually able to like tune in right there with their energy. So it was quite different how I learned. And I always thought, oh my goodness, am I ever going to be able to do Zoom? Is it going to be the same? And I can do it. I don't think it's quite as intense. It's quite different in person. And yeah, I look forward to maybe I'm going to be doing that in 2 weeks? February, I forget what date that is, February 10th. I'm going to be doing an in-person workshop. So I'm so excited to be able to do it in person again. Nick asked if I find platform work difficult. I don't want to say difficult. I want to say it's a whole different type of learning, different kind of awareness and things that you have to keep in mind. So for example, if you're doing like a public reading like right now, or if you're doing a personal one, it's more kind of free flowing. If you know what I mean, the words you use, the length, blah, blah. But in a spiritual church, there's a lot of rules and regulations you need to follow, decorum you need to follow. So it's almost like, I don't want to say you have to retrain yourself. You've got to make sure that your guide does platform work too, to assist you in platform, because it's totally different from personal one-on-ones or public events, totally different. And sometimes I've seen mediums do demonstrations at spiritual churches and not do the address, but I really like to do the address too, where I channel messages, channel knowledge, let me say, knowledge, inspiration from spirit to share with the congregation, and that's usually about 20 minutes in length. Then after that, I do a mediumship demonstration, which is about 30 minutes in length. Yeah, so if you feel that if you do have a new guide, I would ask them, definitely. Build that relationship and ask them, you know, what are your specialties? What are you here to teach me? What are you here for me to learn? And I just recently got another guide, and I have a healing guide. So I'm just learning about healing right now, which is fascinating. But again, so now I have a healing guide, and then I have another guide and this other guide does mediumship, does trance. Well, I shouldn't say that because I haven't done trance recently, but does mediumship with me and platform work with me. So he doesn't have the expertise for everything. That's kind of his specialty, which is kind of cool. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Oh, thank you, Kathy. I just love doing spiritual addresses. There's just, it's so uplifting. Yeah, I can't even put it into words, the experience. Yeah, it just makes me want to cry. So there you go. There's my response. I'm going to cry. It's like very overwhelming feeling that sense of love and compassion. It's like for humanity. For me, this might sound silly, but for me, platform work is almost like the other level. I don't like to use levels, but it's like, you know, it's like now it's humanity. That's how I view it. Humanity, the congregation, the community. And I knew when I started mediumship, I kept getting, you got to go in the community. You got to go out. It's the community. That's where you're supposed to be. That's where. So then I followed that instinct, and it was absolutely right. And if you had told me I would be doing this, I would have said you were crazy. Absolutely not. And now I'm doing it. So there you go. You never know, right? Trust, believe. Oops. Oh, there we go. Nick's saying that one of her guides is a cowboy. I have more fun. Cool. There you go. And that's okay. So he almost sounds like he's like a joy guide. You know, I don't like to label guides, but it's almost like that sense of joy, bring that sense of joy in. And it'll be fascinating to see, you know, what knowledge and expertise he has and where that's going to lead you. That would be fascinating to find out. And everyone's, you know, everyone that has their own unique guide, right? And how they help them. Hi. Oh, another Wendy. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Isn't that funny? I don't know where it was, but I thought, wouldn't this be great? I don't want to go down this path. But anyways, I forget where it was, but I saw a medium who was a comedian. And I thought that was the most amazing thing in the world. Wouldn't that be so much fun to like give readings, but tell jokes too? I don't know. I just thought that was the coolest thing. I have a good sense of humor, so I see the funny side of things. I'm like, oh, would that be funny? Oh, is that her name? Lynn Thomas Curtin. Thank you. I'm going to write that down because I'm like, oh, I'm just fascinated. I even say to my kids, you know, I think I could have been a comedian. If I had more confidence. I've kind of inherited my dad's sense of humor. And all my siblings, we have this weird sense of humor and we get each other, like with just a look or whatever. But anyways, I don't know why I said that. So if I start telling jokes, you know what direction I'm going. Hi, Mary Ellen. How are you? Oh, that's you. Sorry, Lynn. Okay, sorry. Look, I was going to look you up later. That's okay. Sorry. I misread that. Not a comedian. Well, you never know. Maybe that's a sign. Got to start working on that. Dawn, you too, you have a good sense of humor. You've got to laugh, right? And just what like Nick said about joy. I don't have it here. I have a giant, beautiful Christmas carpet I bought. And guess what it says? It's in my living room. Joy, joy. And I'm like, I'm not putting this away. I'm leaving it right here so I see it every single day. So it's like laugh, remember the joy, right? Bring the joy into the world. So everything we do to create joy goes out, right? Like a ripple effect throughout the whole world. And that's part of our healing, right? We're all healing the world every single day in our thoughts, in our words, in our deeds, our actions, right? So it's always a choice, a decision, right? Constructive and positive or negative, right? So very important. That's why your mindset, you just wake up and you think, really, this is going to be a fantastic day. I just can't wait, you know? Yeah. And it was hard today. It was so gray and cold out. It's like, what time is it? Kelly, haha, that was my nickname at work. I love that. Oh, hi, Ashley. How are you doing? Any other questions at all about anything at all? Anything you'd like to ask? And, you know, I've talked, you know, a little bit about, you know, loved ones and spirit and signs and all that. I found that I had an interesting kind of thing, and I'm sure this happens to you too. I just happened to go to the grocery store and I bought a apple pie. My son loves apple pie, so I wanted to get him something special. So I was just unpacking the apple pie, putting it in the couch, and right away I heard my mom and her voice said, say, you know, I bought your father his favorite pie. So it's so interesting. I thought, what is this? Where did this come from? And I, you know, and it's almost like for myself and my grieving process. When did my mom pass away? The end of August. So it's almost 2 years, not quite a year and a half. I'm finding that I'll get little memories and they just kind of like, I just let them out. I just surrender them. And that's helping me in my grieving process. So I just wanted to share that if that may help somebody else. Because my mom's passing was not the easiest. And, you know, I'm still working on all that healing and my relationship with my mom on the earth plane and in the spirit and on the spirit plane. So it's interesting how it just kind of just flew, you know, flowed right out there and I heard it in my head, which is lovely. So it's nice memories coming in. Wendy said, would a medium be able to tell me who my spirit guides are? You know what? I don't think you really need someone to tell you that. Some people claim that they can do that. I don't do that. I mean, I can feel your spirit guide and things like that, but I wouldn't want to tell you because I feel it's taking away from your lesson, from your experience to build your relationship with them. So Wendy, what I'm going to suggest for you is sitting in the silence and sit for a bit. Right? Like sit, get rid of that monkey mind, all your thoughts. And then in your mind, just have the intention that you would like your guide to step forward or to give you a sign and just wait and see what happens. It's a really important experience, I think, that you should experience for yourself. I believe everyone does have a spirit guide. I don't know if all mediums work with a spirit guide. Myself, I could not be without my spirit guide. So absolutely, everyone has a spirit guide. And some people might have more guides than others. It really doesn't matter how many you have. Like I said, in the beginning, I had 3. Broke my heart when they left, but they had fulfilled their purpose and it was time to go. I had 3, then I had 1, now I have 2. And it's interesting because my mediumship is developing and I would say, you know, I don't know what the right word, I'm a professional medium. I'm doing all kinds of different things. So you would think maybe that I would need more to keep me going, but it's almost like, you know, my guide presents themselves when I need them. Right? And it's up to me to be aware of that and to work with them and to develop that relationship, right? It's a two-way process. They're like your best cheering section, you know, they're always there. They're always ready to help out, right? Supporting you. Yeah, I'm not good sitting still stuff. Take it slow. Look here. I used this earlier today, right? An eye mask. I even will put on my headphones and I won't even be listening to music. I just find I like my ears covered, my eyes covered sometimes, and that just helps me to get into silence, right? And just bring your focus to your heart, your breathing, right? And think of, you know, love, compassion, kindness, and just have that go through your mind and just sit there quietly. And let whatever happens, happens. Just let it unfold. A lot of it is just surrendering and having faith. You know, just all I can say is just give it a try. Our world is just so, it's like busy, always running, always thinking, always thinking about this, thinking about that. What about tomorrow? What about next week? What about next? You just got to stop that. And not only is it good to connect with your guides, but for your well-being, your health. It's incredible what sitting in the silence will do for you. There's so many benefits to it. And even Wendy, if you go onto like YouTube, you can find a short little visualization meditation. There's some about like start your morning right or something, 5 minutes. Have headphones, have your cell phone before you get out of bed. And just keep it will change your life. It will change your life. And Carol said, hello, when our pets pass, our loved ones in spirit come meet. Absolutely right. Or it could be the other way, right? Your pet could be waiting for you and meeting you when you come over. Absolutely. Oh, and you know, I've just seen so many pets on the other side. They're happy, they're healthy, they're like, whenever I see them on they're like leaping, they're jumping, they're like so like a little puppy. They're like a little puppy. That's what they're like. You know, and they're doing things too. They have jobs. They're playing with other pets. They're with your loved ones. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, Shan, I've been enjoying Danielle, the Happy Medium meditations lately. Yeah, she's awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. So explore and find a meditation that works for you. Try a visualization short. That's what I would start with. Oh, Carol, my pet is going to pass tomorrow. Wow. That's tough. That is definitely challenging. I don't know if you're asking for advice or not. I don't want to get pushy here. I can just tell you about my own pet. I remember my pet was unwell, and I just had this dream, and I was just told my dream, it's time to let him go, you know, and I just trusted and I believed in that. You just feel into it and you know it's the right thing to do. And you know that their soul, like ours, is eternal. You're releasing them from the pain and they're going to be happy and healthy on the other side. You're going to be united again one day, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be difficult. You're not going to miss them physically, etc. I still cry sometimes over my first dog, and he passed away a good 14 years ago because, you know, you're always just connected to their soul, right? And you miss them. So I wish you the very best, Lynn, with that. Be easy on yourself, you know. Take the time. And again, Dawn's asking how to make a connection with your pet. If you mean on the other side, it's the same idea, sitting in the silence, right? Connecting with them. For me, doing mediumship and connecting with a loved one in spirit, human or pet, there's really no difference. Myself, I find it's almost easier. I don't like that word, but it feels like it flows more gentle. It's almost, I can't quite put it into words when I have a pet. So immediately I know it's a pet that I have because the energy feels different and you don't have a lot of those emotional issues that you have with loved ones in spirit. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have things like whatever, their career or emotional issues or challenges or things like that to work through in their energy. With a pet, it's kind of more straightforward. And it's always, I tell you, it's always about loyalty. It's always about love. It's always about them acknowledging that they were there to help you in your lessons. And they also acknowledge and thank you for the things that you taught them. It's just so beautiful, that connection, that relationship. There's nothing like a relationship with a pet. I tell you, it's so unique. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Lynn, the only dream visitation from my first dog, so hugged. Yeah, absolutely. I have a funny story about that where I still had my first dog because I would walk my first dog a lot in the community. And I kept meeting a dog named Charlie. He was the cutest, a little Shih Tzu like mine. And we go, hi, Charlie, how are you? And his owner would say, Charlie really likes you. And, he doesn't like people. But he always reminded me not to say hello, Charlie. You know that tuna commercial? But anyways, that's another thing. So anyways, he would always come up to me and I'd say, hi, Charlie, how are you? And we knew him for years. And then this one morning I just woke up and I'm like, what's that? I could see and I could feel a dog like lying right beside me on my bed. It wasn't my dog. There was really nothing there. And I looked and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is that? What is this about? This was before I did mediumship. Then I took my dog for a walk and we're walking. And then I met the gentleman, which I would usually meet on our walks. And he didn't have Charlie. And I said, I haven't seen Charlie in a while. And he said, oh yes, he passed away. And I went, that's who it was. Charlie came to visit me and he had a message for that gentleman. Like I said, I wasn't doing mediumship yet. So I kind of had a panic. I didn't know what to do. I thought, what is this guy going to think if I start talking about his dog and how he was on my bed and he has a message? So I just went home and I got a piece of paper and I wrote the whole message down. I folded it up. I put it in the envelope. It was pouring rain out. And I'm like, what house does he live in? I was just going to put it in the mailbox. And then it was interesting because in the message from Charlie, he was talking about the flowers, the yellow flowers. So then I saw flowers that were planted, yellow flowers in a pot at the front of the house. And you know what? I just couldn't drop the letter off. I just couldn't do it. I just wasn't ready. I didn't know how this neighbor was going to react. I just didn't know what to do. But it was very therapeutic for me that I actually wrote it out. And that's just where I was. I was just at that stage. So that was probably one of my very first mediumship readings was with a dog, believe it or not. But yeah, I'll never forget that. I think I still have the letter. And I mentioned it to someone. They said, what did you do? Did you give it to them? And I said, I couldn't. I just didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And like people didn't have mailboxes in my community. They have, the big mailbox where everyone goes with a key. Throw it on a step in the rain and run. I didn't know what to do. But now I know. Now I do know. I think that was the spirit world just testing me, right? How far can you go? How far can you go? And then they knew, okay, this girl needs a course. We got to give her a course because she can't do it on her own, right? She needs support. So that's one of my stories. I'll never forget that. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? I have lots of stories like that. But yeah, fascinating. Any other questions or comments at all? It's 7:38 already, isn't it? Okay. All right. So just a reminder, I'll do till about 8:30. I'll give some mini mediumship readings. I do spirit directed. So if you could listen to the evidence that I'm giving, and if you can take 80%, if you can say yes, that would be awesome. I appreciate that. And please do listen. Make sure you can take 80%. And even if you're like, oh, it's not for me, still listen because there's always healing the messages that are given. So, all right. And oh yes, just another reminder that you would be giving permission if I'm giving you a message to use this video. I just post on my YouTube channel for people to listen to later. So just so you know, it's posted there. I don't put it anywhere else, just so you know that. All right. So let me just get myself organized here. So my intention is to give evidence of the survival of consciousness and of course, messages of love and healing to demonstrate that our relationships are eternal. Your loved ones are around you, be it human or pet. They love you, they miss you, and they wish to communicate with you as well. So remember, they are aware of what you are doing. And for sure, some of them are aware you're here tonight because they're going to be coming through in a moment. And they'll check in with you, once in a while see how you're doing, especially during significant milestones or events. Or I feel even if you just ask for a little bit of wisdom or just to know that their presence is there, they'll definitely do their very best to come and to be with you. Remember to, loved ones in spirit are busy too. They're doing their own independent kind of learning there. Okay, so if I could just ask you to take a deep breath in, hold, and relax. We're just kind of calming our nervous system. So we're going to inhale again, hold, and relax. And the next time that you inhale, I just want you to think about your heart and let it expand. Think of your loved ones in spirit and just welcome them in closer to you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I'm just going to say a little. Okay, I'm just making sure. Was just making sure there. My team's all ready to go. All right. And I did have someone earlier, so I just want to see if they're still here. So just give me one moment. Okay. I just don't know if they're together or not. Okay. So as I move my mind to the spirit world, I'm aware of a child, a younger child, and it's interesting because this child is showing themselves with a cat. So there's some significance about this child and this cat. And I feel that this child passed from a cancer, possibly leukemia. And I feel there would be some memories, or you would recall how this child would worry about the cat. Because I keep getting worried about the cat. And I hope I don't have that backwards and it's not the opposite about the cat passing and a child worried about the cat. But I feel that there was a child who passed at a younger age. I feel leukemia. It feels like leukemia because I see a loss of hair. I'm going to say under 15, like it's childhood cancer, I feel. And they had a real passion and a love for cats. And I feel they had a pet cat and they're worried about the cat. It's almost like memories. I feel it's a girl too, a girl. And she's saying she's worried about the cat because the cat's at home. She's in the hospital. There's some distance between her and the cat, and she's worried about the cat. And that would almost be like the conversation that would go on more than like, how are you? More like, so tell me about the cat. What's the cat doing? What's going on? What's happening? Can anyone take a loved one in spirit? And I feel it's a young girl. I feel it's leukemia. It feels like a form of cancer. Because they're showing me like a lack of hair. Okay. Just keeps talking about this cat. Okay. It's funny. Now I'm seeing the cat. For some reason, I want to say whiskers with this cat. And the way that I'm seeing this cat, I'm seeing it's like a black cat and it has white on it. Like, I don't know if it's like white paws, white throat. So there's something, they're coming through together, a child and a cat. That's what I'm getting, a connection, this relationship. So this message is about the relationship of this child and cat. Can anyone take any part of what I'm saying? I'll tell ya, they could almost be separate and they're coming through together, that they're assisting one another in some way. Okay, let me just see what else I can find out about this child. She's talking about like sports jerseys. I don't know if she had a favorite sports jersey she would wear, She's showing me like, it looks like almost like a hockey. It's a sports jersey, I know, and it's big. It's big. And I feel someone may have given in that to her, like to inspire her, to lift her spirits, and that she would wear that. She would wear that a lot. And I feel like she's in the hospital. I feel in a hospital location. Okay, that's okay, Wendy. I wonder why she's showing it as a child. Isn't that interesting? Because all those things are like, okay. Let me just feel into this. Because why am I seeing child? Okay, just give me a minute here, the child. Can you take, Wendy, that your sister left a child behind? Is that correct? A daughter? Did she leave a daughter behind? It's almost like she left a daughter behind, or she was like, had a relationship with like maybe a child in the hospital. Sorry, I'm just going to shut my door. My dog's really being a pain right now. Can you take anything that I just mentioned there, Wendy? Does she have a daughter? Your sister? Because I keep getting this young female child. Young female child. I'm just going to wait for 1 minute for Wendy. And some concern about the cat. I'm getting concerned about the cat. No daughter. She had 2 sons. One of her children died 5 months after birth. Okay. You may not know this, you see, because there's something about a young child who had a similar, like your sister died of leukemia, and I feel this young child also had leukemia, and there was some connection. Like I feel like they would chat about cats. This young girl would ask her about this cat, because it's like conversations about cats. And I have this young girl talking about the young cats. Okay, let me just find out, just connect with your sister right now. You might not know about that, but she's bringing my memory to, I feel it's a memory in the hospital. Okay. Because she's talking about others in the hospital. Others in the hospital. Your sister's talking about others in the hospital. And I feel it's like I created a bond with them, like I talked with them. And she's saying, because we just knew, she's saying, because we were experiencing the same thing. She's saying that. Something about this bond where you're experiencing the same type of thing. It's almost like you know one another right away. That's what she's talking about. Okay. Okay, let me see what else she wants to talk about. She's showing me, what is this? I don't know if it looks almost like I know it's like is it a handkerchief? I don't know what you call it. Around her head. She's showing it. It looks like it has flowers, because I'm seeing it covering her head, then it's tied at the back, almost like a handkerchief or a head covering. So I know this was of some kind of significance, because she's showing me this, and there's some kind of pattern on it, and I feel it's fairly bright. It almost looks like flowers for me. I'm seeing like red, and I'm seeing yellow. So and she's saying that was of significance. Okay. And she's talking about, she's just saying to me towards the end, she's just saying, I was so tired, so tired. She's saying it like that. I was so tired. I just want to see if this connects with you, Wendy. Can you take a memory of being in the hospital, a pink beanie all the time? Okay, that's why okay, thank you very much. She was just getting my attention to the fact that it was really bright, And then she kept saying, this is important. Thank you very much. Wendy, can you take this? So that's good. So I know I'm definitely with you, Wendy. Can you also take, she's showing me a memory that she's lying in bed in the hospital. And I feel like there's a chair at the side of the bed, like you're holding her hand, you're talking to her. And I feel it's almost like, what is she trying to say? It's like she's not really speaking. It's like she can hear you, because she just keeps saying, I can hear you, I can hear you. And then she's saying about like a whisper. So I don't know, it's almost like her voice was a whisper. She like barely had enough energy to speak, but she's like, I could hear you, I could hear you, and I want you to know that. If that resonates with you, Wendy, she's giving me a memory of that, sitting beside her in the hospital. And she's thanking you, and she's saying you're doing a good job. And I feel that this job is connected to, it's connected to her children. Is that correct? Are you I feel like you're going out of your way to stay connected to, it's like assist her sons in their, what do you, as they grow into adulthood. She's saying it like that you're assisting them. Okay, there you go, the energy. Okay, all right, thank you. But she said to me that she heard you. She heard you? Okay. Again, she's thanking you again. She's thanking you. So I know you're playing an important role connecting with her family, like her children, because she's thanking you for that. And I feel in this, there's something about related to sports also in this. Do her sons play sports? Because there we go. We're going back to that sports jersey that I saw earlier. I don't know if it's hockey or if it's football or she's just showing me that sports jersey. So there's some connection there and she's just thanking you. Okay. And she's just acknowledging nothing to do with sports. Okay, I don't know why I keep getting this sports jersey coming up, unless I'm misinterpreting it. It's like an oversized shirt or sweater. It's oversized. That's all I know, oversized. She's talking about that. And she wanted to say something about you. She's saying, she's talking about determination. Okay, thank you. It's probably her. She's talking about determination. Determination. Can you take, just that you say her husband's into sports, would she wear her husband's sports jersey? Would she wear that? Like, did that give her a sense of comfort wearing that? Because I don't know, there's something about this sports jersey. Just if you can think about that. Okay. And she's talking about, I'm just going to wrap this up in a minute. She's like talking about, she would not wear her, okay. I don't know why she keeps showing me someone wearing a sports jersey. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Someone's wearing a sports jersey. I don't know if it's one of the sons and it's way too big and she's laughing about it. There's something about a sports jersey that's way too big that somebody's wearing. So I just wanted, maybe there'll be a memory, or this is something that's going to happen or just recently happened. So I just wanted to share that with you. And she's just thanking, just to wrap it up, her message for you is, I just want to acknowledge and thank you for your, it's like determination. Thank you for your determination and seeing things through. So I know there was something connected to your sister that was really important that you saw through and helped with. And I do feel this may be in terms of her passing, her funeral, her celebration of life, because she's saying thank you for like seeing that through, for helping with that. It was really important. And I don't know if people were putting you off and they didn't want your help. And I feel she may have too, close to her passing. So she's just saying thank you for that determination. Meant a great deal for me. And I'm just acknowledging it now, because she's saying like, my actions may have seemed like I wasn't receptive or I wasn't aware what was happening, but she's saying I am and I was and I continue to be, and she's just thanking you with all her heart. So I'm going to leave you with that, Wendy. Thank you so much. And just think about that sports jersey and see if something comes up. It's interesting about the sports jersey. Okay. And if any story comes up about her and a child who had leukemia in the hospital too. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. As I move my mind to the spirit world, I have a woman and she's presenting herself with like beautiful, dark, thick, wavy hair, like beautiful. The kind of hair I would always want. And I feel there's a connection to like either like Italian or Greek culture or background. And I know that this woman spoke more than one language. I know that for sure. I don't know. I'm hearing Nona. So it might be an Italian connection there. It's beautiful, beautiful. Okay, in terms of her, I feel at one point this woman in spirit was a little heavier because she's talking about her weight, but she's saying like so beautiful. So and I know there's photographs of her and she was so beautiful, and she's saying as she aged, she put on some of the weight there, she's saying, but she's like, look at my face. It's like she keeps saying, I have a beautiful face. She keeps saying it just like that. And I'm seeing like a lot of like young people around her. Like I feel like grandchildren are around her, because I hear like a lot of little voices like yelling, playing tag, lots of excitement and noise, and families like gathering. Oh boy, it sure feels like a nona, like a grandmother, and people going to her home for lunches and spending the afternoon, and people yelling and laughing and all kinds of things going on. A whole like, how could I say this? Like a celebration of family. That's what it feels like. Joy, celebration of family. Everyone's invited. Everyone come on over. So I'm feeling this whole energy around her. Definitely talking about the love of food. I know she loved to cook, and she loved to cook for a lot of people. She's seeing a lot of people. What did she just say to me? It's almost like you're going to a banquet hall. That's what she's saying. It's like a banquet for everyone. Okay. And I feel okay, I'm just trying to feel into this, because she's now showing me an image of a woman who's elderly. And now she's very, what's the word I want to, is that the right? Almost like more reserved, more quiet. She's sitting, she's watching. She's not as like robust and as active in all the day-to-day cooking and having company and things like that. It's almost like she's saying to me, like she's like included, but she's not running the show. Okay, I think this is for you. Is that Angie? There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Could you take, as she got closer to her passing, like I don't know, she's just showing me like a quieter version of herself, kind of, and she actually looks thinner for some reason. She looks thinner. It's like she's wearing black. It's almost like her that robust, happy joyfulness is almost like how do I want to say this? Almost like lowered, almost like I'm just trying to find the right words here. Just give me a moment here. And that she's not quite like in charge of the show anymore. Does that make sense, Angie? That's a strange way of saying it. Like she used to be the center of the excitement, the cooking, come on, and then things started to like kind of like slow down. She wasn't able to do that as much. And I feel that like the luncheons, the food, all that is still happening, but she was taking more of a minor role. That's what it is. Thank you. I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, thank you. She was unable. Thank you. Yeah, because she made me feel that there was a movement from her, like she couldn't do that anymore. Yeah. And I did. Thank you. I was trying to keep that in a positive way from what, okay, how to say that. Okay. Because I can feel like her emotions kind of, I almost want to say almost, it almost feels like a little bit like subdued. It sounds like subdued, depressed, like not that bubbly person that she used to be. That bubbly, like thriving, energetic. She's just acknowledging all those things because she wants you to know that it's her. Okay, thank you, Angie. Okay, let me see what else she wants to. This is your Nona. Is that correct? Correct, Angie? Your granddaughter, is that correct? I just want to make sure I have that right. Because she's talking about her grandchildren. And she's saying how proud she is. How proud she is of you. Let me just see if she wants to say about, yes, she was about, okay, thank you. But there's a few of you, correct? Let me just see, there's like at least three or four, oh, there you go. You said as soon as I said it, there you go. Yes, she was saying 4. Okay, thank you. She was like 3, 4? Okay, thank you. Are you? There's something different about you. You're either the oldest or you're the only girl. There's something unique about you. Is that correct, Angie? Because she's just identifying you. It's like you're the eldest or you're the only girl. You're the eldest. There you go. Okay, thank you. And she's like this. Bambina. I can hear it. So I hope you don't mind. My husband's Italian, so I'm just exaggerating a little. But I keep seeing my mother-in-law when I'm seeing your grandma and like pinching your cheeks and how she was so happy because you're chubby. You got to be chubby. You got to eat. She was so pleased, like a little chubby, beautiful chubby little girl. And she's just, yeah. And I'm just seeing like, what's she showing me? Like it looks like it's a pink. It looks like it's almost knitted, like a pink dress. And I see the white tights, and you have like a little white leather shoes on. And like she keeps going like this with your cheeks, chubby cheeks, chubby cheeks. And I know you got more than a fair share of your pasta. That's for sure. Lots of pasta, lots of pasta. Yeah, I don't know Italian, but okay, let me just, She's emphasizing the love, the love, the love. And she's saying, you're the beginning of that unique love. Do you understand that? Like you were the beginning. And like, cause she's talking about how her grandchildren were like another level of love. And she was just so pleased. Like, and she's like over the moon, like just couldn't get enough of you all. It was like, I just made her day. She's just reminding you of that and how much you meant to her. And she wants you to share this with the other grandchildren, family members. She's saying like, remember those days. Remember those days. It meant everything. Remember. She's like, I relive those days every moment on the other side. She says, I think of it. It's like I'm there. I think of it. And I'm there. So she's just saying, oh, we lived through the cross. Oh, isn't that awesome? And she's just, yeah, I just see her like running across the street. And she's just saying, you know, okay, she's just getting to the message here. She's saying, I want you to know that I didn't suffer. I don't know if there's some questions about thinking that she suffered. She's saying, I did not suffer. I did not suffer. She's saying, even with a loss of memory, she's saying that I could feel the energy. You understand? I could feel the love. I got the care I needed. I got everything I needed. So do not think that I suffered because I did not. So it's so important. So there may be family members. She keeps talking about your mother. So I don't know if your mother has like a lot of, it's like, why, mom, why? Like, because it's very dramatic seeing this happen to your loved ones. So she just wants to give some peace. It's towards, when my mother was there. Okay, thank you. So she wants to give peace to your mother. It's really important. Because I don't know, I just keep hearing why. She's just saying to me, why? Okay. So she's saying, you know, no regrets. I lived my life to the fullest. I loved to the fullest. I received all that love. She just, like, I'm just feeling it. I can't even put it into words. So it's this feeling of fullness and warmth. And experience all you were meant to experience. So she's just saying that. And she's saying like, it's like, God bless you. God bless you. She's saying that to you all, like, God bless you all. And I'm going to leave you with her love. Oh, so beautiful. A lovely lady. So please give that message to your family members about no regrets. Because she was very determined. That's why she came through. She was very determined to give that message. Okay. All right. Lovely. Okay. As I move my mind to that, let me just make sure. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be connected to your grandma because that came in before I asked her to leave. So let me just see. Okay. So as I move my mind to the spirit world, I just had the name Tommy. I just heard Tommy really clearly. Can someone take the name Tommy? I'm just hearing Tommy. I just heard a voice say Tommy. So I just wanted to see if someone can take the name Tommy, either someone who's on the other side or someone here. Jane can. Okay. Thank you, Jane. Okay, I just gotta get this feel. Sorry, my dog's barking is starting to. Okay. It's like I'm getting two things. It's almost like, what am I getting here? You gotta be clear for me here. Is this Tommy individual? Is this I feel like it's like a son. Can you take Tommy as a son, Jane? I don't know. I'm getting son, And then I'm getting like another, I feel, yes. Okay, thank you. Good. So I'm on the right track. Thank you. And is there a male in spirit that would maybe be wanting to communicate with Tommy here on the earth plane? I want to see if I have this right. I'm just trying to work it out, the relationship here. Because I feel like it's like I have two males. It's okay if I've got it wrong. I just got to get it figured out in my brain. I almost feel like I felt like it felt like a father or a male energy, possibly. I felt like it was a father or a male energy saying the name Tommy, referring to a son. So let me just make sure I have this right. I'm so sorry. So Tommy is here on the earth plane. Is that correct? You have a son here on the earth plane. Is that correct? I just want to make sure I have this right in my mind because it's going to... No. Okay. So then I have it backwards. So that there's a Tommy, a son in the spirit world. Is that correct? Because I knew there was something there. I just couldn't unravel it. So there's a, yes. Okay. Thank you, Jane. I couldn't figure out if Tommy was on the spirit plane or because I had like a male. It's like I had two males and I couldn't figure out which one was Tommy, but I know one's here on the earth plane and one's on the spirit world. Sorry. I'm just showing you what mediums have to work out sometimes. So sorry about that. I'm like, oh. It was like a pretzel I had to okay, all right, Tommy. So let me just see what Tommy wants to talk about. Okay. It's funny, it's like he's talking about, I don't think he's talking about coincidences. It's almost like he's saying, it's funny how things work out. There's something like unexpected, in terms of his, in terms of his passing, because he's saying it's funny how things turned out. Unexpected, unusual, people never would have thought. Okay, you got to give me some more here. Okay. Could you take also, okay, it's a stepfather. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, could you take that Tommy, this is going to sound strange, but can you take that Tommy was like a little bit of, what's the word? Like an instigator? Is that the word? Like almost like, I don't know, instigator, like, had like a adventurous kind of spirit, was really curious about things, kind of would get into things, that kind of, I'm getting that kind of personality about him, that kind of energy, like he got into something he shouldn't have got into. It's almost like, oh yes, okay, thank you. Because it's, know what I'm getting? I didn't follow the straight and narrow. Do you understand that? Straight and narrow I keep getting. It was like he deviated off this, yes. Okay. All right, let me keep going with this one. I don't know why my dog is barking nonstop. Okay, because he's saying, like, I deviated off the straight and narrow. He's saying that. Okay, let me just see. He's giving me the number 25. I'm just trying to feel in if this is his age, somewhere around 25, possibly a little younger. Can you take that, Jane? The number 25 is of significance. He wanted me to say 25. And I feel this might connect to in some way to his age, but I feel like his age might be a little younger. He was 26. Okay, thank you. So he was a little, okay. would he tend to swear? I'm just going to ask you because I'm hearing a lot of swearing. It's like, woo, hold on, buddy. I'm like hearing swearing, almost like he's almost giving this sense of like frustration. A lot of frustration. Frustrated. Almost like he couldn't get this frustration out. He couldn't express him. It's like, whew. It's kind of like, I can just feel it. Like angry. I can just feel it. It's like he's making me feel all these things. Okay. It's like, he's like mad about something. He's like, what is this? It's like, that wasn't right. What is he? Sorry, let me just, it's almost like I'm channeling him more than, okay. There's something he didn't like. There's something that really kind of like pissed him off. And I feel it was around others, like a group of people. I don't know, his buddies. Something really like shook him up, like upset him more than should, like shook him up, like to the core almost. Like I'm getting this really, like it's almost like, and I'm getting like this feeling of, it feels like loyalty. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like a loyalty, like shaken up loyalty, like like it's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of feeling. He's giving me that all kind of this energy kind of around, in some way connected to his passing. And I don't know, I feel like, if you can take this, Jane, almost like, I don't know, I'm feeling like alcohol, like, it's almost like wanting to lose his thoughts. I don't know why he's giving me that, losing my thoughts. It almost feels like, okay, but didn't have anything to do with, he had words with a good friend. Okay, thank you. Because if he's bringing that through, then that's really significant for him. Okay, all right, thank you. Because he wanted me to acknowledge that. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting something about his thoughts. Like his thoughts aren't clear. Can you take that? Is it something connected to like drugs, or I don't know why I'm not getting thoughts, not a clear mind. I'm just trying to like determine what it is. Is it like almost like a chemical, mental kind of like imbalance thing? I'm just getting like not clear thoughts. He just keeps saying that, not clear thoughts. Okay, let me just see what else. Okay, then why is he giving me that? Maybe he must be just talking about his mental state, his thinking. Okay. All right, let me find out what else. Let me just see what else he wants to say. It's almost like thoughts in passing. It's like, uh-oh, what am I going to do now? Uh-oh, like realizing what's happening. And he's like, oh, didn't think that was going to happen. Now what? So it's like, I don't know what. Okay. I know, it's interesting. He's like showing me, I feel like I keep seeing like, it's almost like a brick wall or retaining wall. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just want to say that. I keep seeing bricks, like a brick wall or retaining wall. It was an accident. Okay, thank you. Like I keep seeing a brick wall, retaining wall. I'm like, why are you showing me this? And then I feel like I'm seeing running water. So I don't know. Is it some kind of like I don't know, like construction, some kind of accident. I know accident, but I'm just, why is he showing me like bricks and a retaining wall? And then I'm seeing running water and I'm seeing dirt, and he's like showing me all these little bits of things, but they aren't really like coming together. So let me just find out. And that's where his thoughts were like, because he was like, uh-oh. It was like, uh-oh. So, okay. So I feel like something fell on him. Like there was some kind of, I just keep seeing like crushing, falling. Impact. I just keep feeling that. Yeah. And I feel like restricted breathing, can't breathe, heavy weight, pressure. And then, okay, he's just giving me all that. And it was difficult on okay, thank you, fell on concrete. Thank you. I guess he's showing me the bricks in some way to try and like a retaining wall. Okay, thank you. Okay. And there was something about, like he's referring to after his passing, his stepfather. Like something he said or, was it his stepfather that like did an investigation? Like what's going on? I need to know. This is crazy, blah, blah, blah. Because he's just saying that like he's aware of that. Like the upset with the family and needing to have clarity and what the heck happened and why and da, da, da. So he keeps talking about that he's aware of that. And he's saying, what's the lesson here? He goes, you just never know. You just never know. And it's interesting because he's also saying, he's saying, if I had to choose a way, this would have been the way. He's saying it's much easier. He's saying it like that. And he's saying it like with a bit of humor. Do you know what I mean? It's like, go out with a flash. He's saying it like that. Go out with a flash. Right? Go out with a flash. Okay. I just want to see if there's anything else that he wants to say. I feel like he just wanted to be acknowledged, that you knew that he was here. Okay. And there's a lot of questions, right? Yeah. What was going on? Does he have a younger sister? I feel like he's referring to a younger female. And it's like, I feel like a heart connection to her. Like, I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. Oh, a photographer. Okay. There's a younger female he's referring to. And it's like, just like almost like sending his regards. Be okay. Sending his love, sending, his kind of like inspiration to her, because he wants her to be okay. So there's, okay, because he keeps saying that. And it feels like it's a younger sibling. I might be wrong, but there's that younger, more vulnerable kind of energy with this female that he's acknowledging. And he's like, Oh, he's funny. Very, okay, there's two of them, okay. And he's acknowledging, it's funny, he's like, what an interesting character. He's saying to me, now you think, he's talking to me, he's like, now you think I'm going to apologize because I'm not there to take care of them. I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like talking to me. He goes, because, and he's like, very matter of fact, because now I can take better care of them than I ever could before. Because I can be everywhere and with, so how's he saying that? Like I can be everywhere at one time. It's very interesting. It's almost like he's saying, you know, if like one sister's one place, one sister's the other, he can be with them both at the very same time. He's saying it just like that. And he goes, I want you to let them know. I want you to let them know that I love them. I'm looking out for them. I'm protecting them. And then it's almost like I'm feeling really sad because he's saying, you know, he's like, I'm so sorry that they had to experience this loss, my loss at such a young age. He's saying, that's what I regret. I regret that, bringing pain into the family's life. You know, he regrets that. He's like, I'm so sorry I brought that kind of pain into your life. He goes, but you never know how we learn our lessons, you see? It's like, and what's he saying? He's like making some kind of joke. Like it can't all be, I don't know, like popcorn and movies. And like he's making some kind of, he's just comparing it to like, you know, having a party, you know, being at a carnival, whatever like that. He's saying all your lessons can't come in that form, he's saying. And rest assured, he's saying, you need to trust and believe in the higher purpose of things. He says that's really important. He wants you to know that. And he's also saying, is there a name Kelsey? I don't know. I just heard the name Kelsey. So I'm just going to say the name Kelsey out loud. I just got like a name. It sounded like, I heard Kelsey or something that sounded like Kelsey. So he's just saying, okay, sorry, I just heard this name. So I just wanted to say it in case I lost it. And he's talking, again, it's like he's talking about a higher purpose in things. You understand that? And he's saying like, my God, if I can bring that sense of understanding and awareness of the higher purpose of things in life, he goes, look at that. I did my job. And he's like, aren't I a good son? He's saying it like that. What a gift. What a gift. He's saying it just like that. So no, Kelsey. Okay, thank you. So I just wanted to share how he was expressing that. And are you thinking about, or have you planted, I don't know, have you planted trees or flowers or something in his honor? He's just showing me something that's been put in his memory. Do you have something like that, Jane, for him? I don't know. It's almost like I felt like it was plants or like almost like a meditative space or something like that, because he keeps talking about like a tree, plants, something there. So he's just acknowledging that. May even be like where he's the camp he worked at. Okay, thank you very much. So he's just acknowledging that. Okay. Know what he's saying? He's saying, I did a good job, didn't I? And he's talking about a good job in terms of helping the people that he's helped in his short amount of time. Do you understand that? He wanted me to say that. He said, I did a good job, didn't I? So he's just like, it's almost like, why is he saying that? It's almost like he's talking about the good things that you do in life, they're acknowledged on the other side. So he's saying it just like that. I did a good job, didn't I? And they're acknowledged on the other side. So he's just saying that. And he's like very pleased. And he's saying, you know, that has given me my sense of wholeness. That was my gift on the other side. The goodness, the things I did for others. So it's like he's saying, immediately when I went to this, oh, I was like whole. I was whole. Like, but it's not like, it's beyond whole. Do you understand? It's like the spiritual, physical, it's everything, like connected to the whole, connected to source. I'm not using the proper words. It's like he's making me feel it and he's making me put it into the words. But he's saying that I was whole. It's like, you know, I don't know why it's almost like he's saying to me, I walked through the darkness and then I became whole. He's saying it just like that. It's almost like walking through a tunnel and then I became whole. Wow. All right. All right. And I'm going to leave you with all his love, Jane. It's like, tell Dad, tell Pops I love him. So we sing some short name for Dad. Tell him I love him. Tell everybody I love you all. I don't know if there was a birthday recently, but he's talking about some kind of a birthday. May even have been his birthday because he's just talking about a recent birthday. Okay. And he's saying thanks, recent birthday. And I'll leave you with all his love. Aw, you're so welcome, Jane. Kelsey, I know it's 8:30 now. Let me just see. I'm just getting kind of tired. My dog is still barking. I don't know what's up with him. Okay. As I move my mind to the spirit world, first of all, can I just ask, can anyone take the name Kelsey? Since I had Kelsey just flew in when I was doing that reading. Can anyone take a Kelsey? There you go, Jane. So happy birthday. Oh. He's saying he was there. Can anyone take a Kelsey? That's okay if you can't. It was like, it just flew in. Sometimes there's a significant to Kelsey. Okay. All of a sudden I seem to be getting names. So just, I'm getting the name now. It sounds like, feels too. It's like a Susie or a Susan. And I feel I have a female in spirit, very lighthearted, very happy, almost like happy, hyper happy, happy. Always on the move. What is this energy? What is this energy? May even be, I feel like a contemporary, like possibly like, I'm getting two things here again. I don't know. Spirit's really putting me up for the task tonight where I get two things combined and then I got to separate them. Okay. I almost feel like an aunt and like a niece relationship, aunt and niece. I'm getting this relationship, aunt and niece, just like I just had father and son. Now I'm getting aunt and niece. And I'm not sure, I'm just trying to interpret. There's some connection here also to, it may be autism or it may be like Down syndrome. There's some connection there too to autism and Down syndrome. Whoa. Okay, I got a whole bunch of stuff. So I got the name Susie, Susan. I have the relationship. It feels like aunt and niece, And I also have some connection to autism and Down syndrome. Okay. And it feels like someone in the family was recently diagnosed. Like, is it like, what is this about? Like diagnosed about being on the spectrum or a baby? There's somebody in the family with some connection to... I think so, Carrie. Either that or we got a coyote on our front lawn. It's very hard to focus with that barking, I tell you. Okay. Can anyone take, sorry, this is I've got to tell you, I'm getting tired and this is a challenging one for me. You can even separate some of that information. So I got Susie, Susan, aunt, niece kind of relationship. And then I'm getting some kind of connection here to autism, Down syndrome. And I feel like it's somebody in the family, like either diagnosed or just recently had a baby who may have been on, who is possibly on the spectrum, or I've never had a reading like this before. Okay, let me just find out what else. Why do I think it's the aunt? I think it's the, hi Dawn. Dawn, are you saying yes? Why do I feel like it's the aunt? I feel like it's the mother's. There we go. Thank you, Shannon. My niece just announced that her daughter is autistic. Thank you. So I'm not going crazy with the dog barking. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Let me just, so your niece just announced her daughter is autistic. Okay. And can you take, okay, my niece, oh, sorry, I'm just getting, there he goes again. I'm just getting the relationship. So it's your niece. So her aunt would be, who would that be? Would that be like your mother? So let's just think about your niece. Does your niece, is your niece's aunt in spirit? Whew, I'm just trying to get all these relationships correct. There's a woman in spirit connected to your niece. I understand. You're the aunt. I got it. Okay, whew, it just clicked in. Okay, so I see how it's, okay, I got it. So you're the aunt of a niece who's just announced her daughter is autistic. Thank you. All right, I got it. So who is coming through here? Who had me talk about this relationship? I still feel it's a female. I feel it's a female connection here to this. Oh, I think it's for the two of you because they brought through your relationship. So this relationship is important. Okay. Who is this loved one? You know what, Shannon? Okay, I was just going to say that, Shannon. You just said sister, and I was going to say, I feel this is your sister coming through because she's coming through to give you, she's coming through to give you like assistance in guiding your niece. Does that make sense? It's like all about relationships. So she's coming to you so you can assist her. So it's all about getting that assistance on the earth plane is going to be important. Okay, I got it. Woo, that was another big pretzel. All right, so let me just find out what your sister wants to say. She's saying, Shan, you understand about these things. She's just saying it like that. Like she's saying, Shan, you understand about these things. And I think she's making a connection here to your, do you have like yourself or your family members are like very energetic? Do you understand that, Shannon? Like very, you're probably right, Shannon. She probably was. It was the S. Can you take, Shannon, that, like, I don't know, is that like, it almost feels like ADHD, like very energetic. Do you understand that? Because your sister's acknowledging something about being very energetic and that you have experience with that and in the family and strategies to deal with that. And she's saying that those, I don't know, coping mechanisms, strategies, these are going to help you in assisting your niece with her daughter. Does that make sense? That's how she's giving that to me. So she's saying that you have experience with this. And she's like, a matter of fact, she's just saying, Shan, you got this, you got this, you know. And it's funny because she's talking about things like, you know, the importance of distractions, the importance of, I don't know, she's talking about something about distractions, like distracting a child, like they're having a temper tantrum, but you distract them with something. She's trying, so these might have been things that you did, or because she's giving me examples of things that you're aware of. It's like distractions, the sound of your voice, and she's talking about like reading stories. She's talking about bedtime routines. She's talking about all these things that are so important. And you're aware of these things because you've experienced doing these things. All right. What else does she want to say? And she's saying too, she's going, Shannon, and you know, it's about the heart and the soul, correct? It's the heart and the soul. Because she's saying, you know, any challenges, it's like you have this good heart. She's saying you have this good heart, and any challenges people may have, be them physical, be them mental, emotional, whatever. She's like, you don't see that. You see the person. She's saying you see the person. And she's just reminding you of that this special quality you have to see the real essence of the person, not their shell, right? Because it's like the essence is what is the most important thing. She's just saying it like that. Okay. All right, let me just. And she's like, you dress up that little thing. She's like, she wants you like pink bows and dresses and shoes and, you know, no difference. You understand that, right? Like no difference, no difference. And she's like a pink bow and the little, like, you know, the little, what do you call, you know, those little pants with the little frills on the bottom. They're so cute. You know, all those. It's like, make the most beautiful thing ever. And she's saying she is beautiful because she's a gift from the other side. Do you understand this? She's saying that she's a gift from the other side. And however you can relay this to her mother, your niece, she said, in time you'll be able to not only relay that, but it's like you'll both be observing that. She's saying that. You'll observe that and she'll observe that. And she'll be such a joy, such a joy. There's so many surprises coming that you never thought would come. So it's almost like she's saying she wants you to assist the mother in some way, because she's saying she may feel that she is to blame in some sense, like she did something to cause this. And she's saying, no. She's like a special gift to the family. And again, she's just saying, you got this, you know that. You got this, girl. You got this. You know that. Nothing keeps you down for long. You know that. She just keeps saying it like that. Okay. There's something she wants you to do or to think about. You have free will. Maybe this has already occurred, but it's almost like there's something that she wants you to exchange, like a bracelet or a necklace, but they're identical. So it's either you keep one and the mother keeps one, or you keep one and the baby, or the baby and the mother. So I think she's leaving that up in the air. So there's something about dual jewelry and how she's showing me like with a heart. And I think there's something engraved on it. So this is significant, something to think about. It's like a sharing of something, like, so I'm not sure what's going to be engraved on that, but something will be engraved on that. It's like a sharing between two. And I feel it could even be you and your niece, that she came through with you and the niece. Maybe it's 3 even. So she's just bringing that forward, a sharing of something. Yeah. So, and she's just, again, the sharing of the time, sharing of your knowledge, sharing of your love, and this symbolic thing that you will share that will give her like solace, nurture her. She's saying it just like that. Is that interesting? I mean, it could be even something like with a special crystal in it. But she's saying you'll know what to do. You always know what to do. And I'm going to leave you with all her love. Thank you so much, Shannon, for taking her for me. Wow, and I did some learning today with these relationships. Spirit's got me working today, so thank you, Spirit, for that. And I'm going to send lots of love to your sister. And I'm just going to just remind everybody to think about the messages you heard today and take what resonates with you. There's a little bit of healing for everybody today and learning knowledge about the spirit world. Just a reminder, I will be giving a spiritual address and demonstration on Sunday, February the 4th. That's this Sunday. So, and that's at the First Spiritual Church of Galt. And they're also celebrating their 10th anniversary in their beautiful church, which I'm going to be in person, as long as there's not a snowstorm. So you can check that out on my website. I'll try and put the link up or go to the church's website. So thank you everyone for tuning in this evening. And just in closing, remember, keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. And lots of love to you and your loved ones in spirit. Thank you so much for this opportunity to work in service for spirit and just to feel their energy and all their love for you all. Lots of love to everybody. Bye, Dawn. Bye, Amy, Shannon, Tammy. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you again next week on Wednesday. Bye, Dawn. You're so welcome. Oh, happy birthday tomorrow. Bye, Shelley. Bye, Kelly. Lots of love, everybody.